Thanks for watching the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. We're here with all the news of the Montgomery County Council for the week of January 20th. A request from County Executive Ike Leggett to spend $1 million on a bus rapid transit study has been cut in half by the Council's Transportation and Environment Committee. The executive asked for the funding to study various aspects of adding bus rapid transit here. However, council members expressed concern. The executive requested the study before the council gave its final approval to building a BRT system.
Let's focus on what we've approved. Let's not send the message to the community that we've approved something else that we're doing studies about, because we haven't. We have no idea how we would pay for any of this. None at all. So I think we need to get our facts in order before we advance some of this.
The 160-mile system that the Transit Task Force called for does not appear practical, not in the near term, and yet you still have advocates from the executive branch saying these studies are intended to support the Transit Task Force report. Well, that report has never been really discussed, certainly not voted on, by the County Council. Then you hear that the executive branch is talking about a much more limited approach with much fewer routes and much fewer miles. Well, that seems appropriate. If they don't know precisely which routes make the most sense, then let's be candid with each other. And that's what I'm hearing now, is we really aren't certain where we want to start. We really aren't certain which routes will yield the most riders and which are the wisest investments, and that's what we need to study.
Council members have received a briefing from members of the Montgomery Business Development Corporation. The mission of this group is to develop a vision for the county's economic future and advocate for legislation that allows businesses to be vibrant and successful.
We have had tremendous business leaders from every walk of the business community, from small business up to big business, engaged in identifying priorities, putting together a vision, and then hiring someone to help implement that. And I think it's the beginning of a great future for Montgomery County's leadership on the economic growth side.
Councilmember Valerie Irvin's work towards increased funding for school meals has paid off. Governor Martin O'Malley has recommended $1.8 million be added to the state's budget for the Maryland Meals for Achievement program. It's a program that provides free breakfast for all students in schools that qualify. Councilmember Irvin says proper nutrition is critical not only to a student's health, but their performance in the classroom as well.
I have never been so excited and thrilled about my job here as a council member as I was when we got that news. Because what we essentially did was we did the smart thing. We engaged a lot of our colleagues in Prince George's County and in Montgomery County who are in the delegation of both counties, and we got 100% participation on a letter that went to the governor along with Share Our Strength. And we all feel so excited about being policymakers around the issue of children and childhood hunger in the state of Maryland. And this is something we can do something about.
And finally, next week, Councilmember Craig Rice will hold a community meeting at the Black Rock Arts Center to discuss issues that concern area residents. Among the topics, the continued development in Germantown and the future hospital being built on the Montgomery College campus in Germantown.
This is an opportunity for us to reach out to the community to find out some of the things that they have as hot button items, things that they'd like to see in their community. But a lot of great things are already going on in Germantown with the Wegmans development. We have brand new development that's happening right across from our MARC station in Germantown next to QIAGEN, one of the largest bioscience companies in the world. So there's really great things that are happening there. So it's really just an opportunity for us to take a temperature and see what's happening in Germantown and what more we can do to further bolster the community.
Well, that does it for this edition for the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. Have a great week.